Welcome everybody. Welcome to Honest Astrologer YouTube channel. So my guest today is once again Dharmesh Mehta Ji. Sir, welcome.
Namaste.
हमने last video किया and everybody loved it so much, and then a lot of people reached out to me. We want to know about Shukra Mahadasha because I had consulted a lot of people during their Ketu. Many of them have entered their Shukra Mahadasha. Many are about to start their Shukra Mahadasha, including myself. I've just entered Shukra Mahadasha 1 year back. So, on public demand, sir, this one is absolutely on public demand. My WhatsApp got jammed. You can see the comment section of my channel. So, everybody wanted to know about Shukra Mahadasha, the impacts, the do's and don'ts. And they are so much in love with you. So, I'm so honored that on such a short notice you agreed to come. So the stage is yours, sir. I bow to you. I'll ask a few questions, okay? But
Yeah.
we would like to get your overall idea of Shukra Dasha. So from Ketu, we know that it is one of the fundamentals of astrology that a person starts to look, feel, act, and behave like the Mahadasha Lord. So Ketu, you become very reclusive. You don't want to meet people. You become very sannyasi type. You don't want to face cameras. For example, I have been writing a blog since 2017 on astrology, but I never revealed my face till Shukra Dasha. It is Shukra who
True.
brought me to YouTube. That is when Mithu Alango contacted me and wanted to interview me. And that is when I finally decided, ki, theek hai, let me show my Sundar Mukhda to the world. So that is one change which I have felt. Yes, a few more changes, you become more body conscious and everything. But sir, आपसे सुनना है. You are the master. आज मैं भी सुनूंगा, हमारे viewers भी सुनेंगे. Please tell us what are the changes to expect in Shukra Dasha.
Thank you very much again for giving me an opportunity to come in front of the beautiful audience. Now,
Sure.
see, when I started my own channel in 2016, I done the second video only, The Secret of Dasha, which just went very good. Viewers also can see that Secret of Dasha, where I describe everything. Now, see, first of all, we see as a default Dasha. As we in the interpretation, we sometimes follow the Kal Purusha. Kal
Right.
Purusha means turn the chart into the Aries and to see the chart. And that is also system. It's in the Bhrigu Samhita also it is given. Now, as for the default Dasha system, or you can say as a Kal Purusha Dasha, it start with the Ketu, right? So Ketu is just a beginning, and normally it is said in the Shastra also that till the child is 11 month or till the 11 to 15 month is a period till the time every child remember about its past. It's a by default you can say that during the Ketu Dasha you all connect to your past thing. Your plug has been put to the past life things, and that is a dasha. Because thereafter I have done so many videos of dasha, and in one of the video 2 years or 1 year before, I done the exception in dasha where I say that Ketu is the exceptional good dasha where the people meet the people to the soul to whom they have some connection in past life. And that is a dasha where you have to pay. Whatever you have to pay, you pay during the Ketu dasha. And it's a
Oh
good
yes. Oh
opportunity
yes.
it is given to the people that you can able to fulfill, complete your deeds. As we all believe, it's a Ketu is for the moksha. So what happens once you pay everything? Just believe that the person having the loan, housing loan or any loan, and he has paid 1 day, he has completed his debt. That day is a very happy day for him, very auspicious day. Without a festival, he will enjoy. Same after the Ketu is a Venus. That is why the Venus has placed that after you pay everything, there is no encumbrance of the past life. There is no encumbrance of anything dues over you. So now
Right.
everything is yours. So that sanket, that indication is given during the Venus Dasa. The same way, if you follow the default system or a Tara, Tara Dasha also, I have given the in 2015 Guru Purnima in Saptarishi, and I have also published in my
Okay.
channel also Tara Dasha, where I say that Venus is by default is a Sampat Dasha. It is called, see, in the Kalpurus
Mhm.
also, the second house lord is Venus. It is a Taurus, so Venus. And in Dasa also, the second Dasa is Venus. So Venus is by default also it is a Sampat Dasa. Why it is called Sampat Dasa? Because what you can able to enjoy during Venus Dasa, you cannot enjoy in any other Dasha. Every Dasha has its own particular result. So Venus Dasa, being Venus, as in my last lecture, I said the Venus own all your glands. So what happened
Okay.
during the Venus Dasa, your glands are too much active, so that your
Mhm.
mood are always good. That is a basic thing where the people enjoy during the Venus Dasa.
Yes.
So those who born in the Ketu Dasha by default, that's a default Dasha, they will enjoy Venus Dasha during their
Youth.
young age, because
Yes.
it is hardly 4 5 years of the Ketu
Yeah.
Dasha, and during 20 years of the Venus Dasha they develop. So that
Right.
is a very good period. I have seen that those who born in Sun Mahadasha, Moon Mahadasha, and Mars Mahadasha, these three Mahadasha, those who born will never get the Venus Dasha in their lifestyle,
Yes. Yes.
because you will not reach, because expected
120,
life is a
100 years जीना
70.
पड़ेगा. Yes.
Yes, sir. It is expected 70 75 years. And
Yes.
one of you are also asked me that my Venus Dasha is coming on the my 72 years. What will I get? I say you will get a good nurse who will serve you at the hospital. You will, after that you will be born in the Chandan sting, so it will be a good fragrance that you can enjoy. That's the
Mhm.
time where you can enjoy that much only. So people always been expecting that Venus Dasha should come. So those who born in Ketu Dasha, Jupiter Dasha, Saturn and Buddha, this only four Dasha who has born with the Ketu, Jupiter, Saturn and Mercury are only able to face the Venus Dasha in their lifetime. Rahu may not become, because when you count
हाँ.
Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury all together, all dasha comes 70 years, because all
Yes.
four giant dashas are there. Average 15 years, so 15 for the 60, 70 years for the all dasha. So Rahu dasha, it may you face a Venus dasha or you may not face. Now, who born in the Ketu Dasa, as I told you, Ketu Dasa, their Venus Dasa will be second. Those who born in the Saturn Dasa, their fourth Dasa is Venus.
Okay.
Those who born in Rahu Dasa, their sixth Dasa is Venus. And suppose somebody is lucky and in Moon Dasa, if he born, he get a Venus Dasa is 8. They are only having the auspices as a Venus Dasa, not Mercury Dasha. Those who born in Mercury Dasha and Jupiter, they will not enjoy the Venus Dasha, because they
Okay.
don't fall in the right sequence. Because I say that the even odd is clearly divided. So if
Mhm.
Venus Dasha comes in the even sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, as I mentioned, if somebody born in the Ketu Dasha, Venus Dasha will come second. If Saturn Dasha somebody born, Venus Dasha come fourth. If born in the Rahu Dasha, then it will be sixth. And luckily, if you are in the Moon Dasha, then it will fall in the eighth Dasha. May not become. So they are the only people in the Saturn, in Ketu, Saturn, and Rahu born people are only going to enjoy the Venus Dasha. Rest all will be going to face lot of challenges. And when you see your pleasure, your comfort turn into the problem, how you will see? Normally, we always believe that it gives a pleasure, but it's not always. I've
Mhm.
seen many people having undergoing the Venus Dasa, they are not getting any enjoyment. Why? Because it is not in the right sequence.
Okay.
So that is a first rule I said by default. Those who born in the Sun, Moon, and Mars Dasa, they will not face the Venus Dasa. Those who born in the Ketu, Saturn, Rahu, and suppose in the Moon, they only got positive result of Venus. And now the third division of Moon, Venus Dasha, whether it is good or bad, where I have already mentioned the easterly westerly concept.
Mhm.
The Venus is purely a westerly planet, and you will
Yes.
find that all the fashion, all the lifestyle, everything come from the west only.
Yes.
East is basically for the spirituality, growth, and rituals, whereas West is always for the luxury, comfort, and pleasure. Now, East and West is exchanging its part. It comes the period where it exchange both the thing.
Okay.
So, as per the Westerly concept, the Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn and Aquarius. Only this four planet ascendant. See, actually the westerly planet are Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Rahu. Rahu
Ji.
doesn't have its sign. So all
Yes.
three, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn, only three people, those
Mhm.
three Lord six ascendant will only
Mhm.
able to enjoy the Venus Dasa. I've seen many people having the Aries or Cancer, Leo,
Mhm.
Scorpio, and Sagittarius, Pisces ascendant. They will not enjoy because they comes under the auspicious god, and they are ruled by the Jupiter. So they will not listen the Venus, because we know Venus is also a mentor for the Daitya. It is all for the devils
Yes.
itself. So that is why Mercury, Saturn, and Venus ascendant
Mhm.
people only going to enjoy the Venus period. Now these people like Aries, like a Mars ascendant, Aries and Scorpio, like Sun ascendant Leo, Moon ascendant Cancer, and Jupiter ascendant Sagittarius and Pisces also get the Moon Dasha by this default, but they will not enjoy materialistic. It is only the difference between the easterly westerly that they will enjoy, but they will enjoy in their own field, own religious purpose. See, as Osho, great Osho has said, the religious is the ultimate luxury, and that is a Jupiter and Venus. So they will enjoy the things in their religious matter. They will enjoy, like somebody goes for the traveling to a spiritual place, and somebody goes for the hill station. That's the difference. So this all the
Mhm.
Venus favorable ascendant like a Gemini and Virgo of Mercury,
Yes.
Libra and Taurus of a Venus, and
Mhm.
Capricorn and Aquarius, because there it is a,
Yoga
Yoga
Karak.
Karak.
Ji, ji,
It is
ji.
a Yoga Karak, Taurus and Libra. Even Taurus, when the Venus is other way Lord of a sixth house, but still it will enjoy because that's the
Mhm.
exceptional ascendant Lord Dasa.
Yeah.
And in 3 6, I've seen many time of a Virgo ascendant, they are so lucky because two
Mhm.
small planets cover the major part of a life. One is a ascendant like a Mercury.
Mhm.
There is a lot of 1 and 10. Mercury is
Yes.
a lot of 1 and 10,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Venus is a lot of 2 and 9. What you
Ji.
want in life is a 1, 2, 9, 10. That
Yes.
all you will get with the two very easy and comfortable planet,
Uh,
which you can daily see. Mercury and Venus you
Mercury.
can daily see.
Okay. Yes. Venus,
In
so
the
we can
morning
say, I
and the
think for
evening you can
Mercury, you
able
need
to
some
see.
telescope or something.
Yeah,
Venus to
so
be.
that's the beauty of this ascendant, that just by pleasing Mercury and Venus, they'll get whatever their own self for their family, wealth, their career, their luck, everything. So
Right.
Virgo, I think that they are very comfortable with the Mercury and Venus. In Gemini, it is not so favorable, but still, it is being a Venus is favorable to them. It is always giving the good result. So we have broadly covered the three part of the aspect, and this is a three filter. You can also say that who will face Venus Dasa, who will not face, who will face favorable, who will not face favorable, and under which ascendant the Venus having the good things.
Mhm.
Now we'll say about the inside the chart. When you look at the Venus, then Venus should be in own sign, exalted, and at least it should be in the friendly sign, as like a Mercury or Saturn sign. Then
Ji.
Venus has some comfort. When it is debilitated, see, especially all planet debilitated, it's still okay, but Venus should not be debilitated, because there you have all pleasure, but you will not able to enjoy the pleasure. It is like
Mhm.
that you are running the shop of a sweet, and you have a diabetes, so you can only see the sweets, you cannot consume the sweets. So
Right.
it's like that you have a car, but you don't know how to drive the car. So it's like that. That is very cursing, that person having the Saturn Venus debilitated. So they have everything. They have all
Mhm.
the lifestyle, but
And I've
unable
seen
to
very
enjoy
good
the life.
looking people with a debilitated Venus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See, we always misconcept that all the rich people enjoy everything, but they have a lot of tension.
Yeah.
They cannot enjoy. At every night, they don't get a sleep. That is the best comfort of the Venus. That you have
Yeah.
a very good bed, very comfortable sleeping position, but still you don't get the sleep. Now Venus is again the Venus is I believe that's the abstract of a moon, because moon just the beginning of a Venus. As I mentioned you that the moon is a milk and Venus is a
Venus
curd
and
in the
curd.
our
Yes, I
last
remember.
session.
I
So that
remember.
the moon means kind of a mental stage or mood.
Mhm,
When mood
mhm.
start, then only you will start enjoying. So that is a later part. Venus is a later part of a moon.
True,
So
true.
somewhere in the moon also associated with the Venus, and you will see all the artists, all the performers having very good combination of moon and Venus and Mars in Venus. Those who are in
Mm.
the performing arts, Mars and Venus.
Yes.
Those who are into the creative arts, they have a moon and a Venus. So these two people are also exceptional.
Mhm.
Where you have a Venus and Rahu means you are creating something out of the way.
Yeah.
Nobody has done that things that you are
Mhm,
going to do. So you will be a trendsetter. Many people are the trendsetter. So Venus Rahu, I have many times seen that they are the trendsetter. From there, the line will start. They are a startup. They are showstoppers, like a showstopper in the fashion show. So this is all the Venus Rahu combination.
true.
Only Venus is not comfortable with the Jupiter because that the comparison start.
Yeah.
Those having the Venus and Jupiter, when that dasha will start, they could not balance between good and bad.
Mhm,
They say that whether in the religious mode I have to move or whether
mhm,
this materialistic mode is good. So they will be always
mhm,
being confused between religious and materialistic,
mhm,
and that will
mhm.
be very bad for their concept.
True.
Now,
Sir, what are your
considering
thoughts on Venus Moon? Very typical combo I've seen. Very typical.
Yeah, yeah, Venus moon. I already said that from moon only the Venus has been abstract because when you have any addiction, when you have any enjoyment, prior to that your mood should be set. Until unless your mood is not there, your mental stage is not there to accept certain thing, you will not enjoy. Suddenly somebody is put something in front of you, you will not enjoy. You need something to involve in that, and then slowly, slowly you will accept that things. Whether it is luxury, comfort, anything. Suppose you will be taken to the luxury hotels, five-star
Mhm,
hotel. It will
mhm.
take a time to adjust with that mood,
True, true.
then only you will start enjoying. In party also, slowly slowly you will
Yeah,
be involving in the party and people, and then that mood start. So
true.
moon is just a initial stage of the Venus, and
Mhm,
Venus is the ultimate stage of a pleasure or
mhm.
luxury or comfort,
True.
whatever it is.
Ji.
Moon always wish the pleasure, but it could not
Mhm,
reach to the extreme of a pleasure. It
mhm,
can only imaginary pleasure, whereas the Venus has a original pleasure.
mhm.
Now I was just talking about the Antardasha of Venus.
Ji.
When Venus Antardasha comes in any Mahadasha, only in the Mercury, Saturn and Rahu, it will
Mhm.
give the best result. You can
Okay.
have seen that Rahu Venus and Venus Rahu share the 3 years, means equally.
Ji, ji.
Saturn Rahu, Venus and Venus Saturn 3 years, 2 years. So it's a maximum of a three years in the Mercury Venus, Mercury Saturn, Venus Saturn, Venus Rahu, and Venus Mercury. It will have a three years of the major dasa.
Ji, ji.
So in this Mahadasa, this sub period will be good. In
Mhm,
reverse, in Venus Mahadasa, when Mercury, Saturn, and Rahu sub period comes, or even a Ketu, then it will be a
mhm.
good time. But
Sir, I've seen
other
Venus Shani be a tricky period in my experience.
See, it is a not tricky period because both associate each other, both like each other.
Okay.
Because we know that from Venus aspect, Venus Saturn is friend. Again,
Ji,
it's a
ji,
Daitya connection, and
ji.
also
Best friends.
because of the pleasure, you will able to know what is scarcity, and because
Right.
of the scarcity, you enjoy the pleasure.
Hmm.
So that is why there is an interchange of a Saturn Venus, Venus Saturn.
Ji,
So
ji.
it is just because of the realization that now
Mhm.
you have. Earlier you don't have, now you have.
Right.
So slowly, slowly you involve in that pattern.
Mhm.
It's not over. It's not a jumping of this. In the
Right.
Venus Rahu or Rahu Venus,
Oh,
you just suddenly jump into the things,
absolutely.
and
Absolute
and
indulgence.
and then you can lead to some bad habits, and you end
Yes.
up with the bad end. Whereas
Ji.
in Venus Saturn, you are going with the slow motion, and you
Mhm.
will be reaching to the high peak within the limit. So because Saturn always set the limit. So in Antardasha also, Venus whenever fall in the Mahadasha of a Mercury, Mahadasha of a Saturn, and Mahadasha of a Rahu, it always gives a good result. In one of my video also I said until and unless a Rahu sub period start, your dasa doesn't activate, and that is why in Rahu
Okay, very
Mahadasha,
interesting. Sir, please repeat it
imme-
for the viewers. Very
yeah, yeah.
interesting. Very, very
Yeah,
interesting.
I have already given that in every the Mahadasha, in Ketu and Venus and this, every Mahadasha, whenever the Rahu sub period start, then the Dasha activate. Many people say our Jupiter Dasha doesn't give the result. Why Jupiter? Because in Jupiter last Rahu Dasha will come. So when Rahu sub period comes, it is activation. Because till that time you are just enjoying the planet, now you are connecting to the nature. Because Rahu only a planet which will connect you to the nature. And we all know now, just now the Rahu is changed and came to the mind. Now everybody mind will start
Mhm.
appearing something different from it. It's again the, you can see the 2003-4 when there's a change of a mindset. Again the change of mindset has came as a Rahu being a virus. See here the virus doesn't mean the negative energy. It is the energy which unable to control is a virus. Virus people normally
Ji.
think that virus means something bad. No, virus is the energy which you not able to control. And suppose you will not able to control, it will destroy your system. So that is a control you have to put to the Rahu. And Rahu, that's a virus, that's a more energy. Now everybody's mind that energies are going because it is going to the Aries. That's a part. But in every Mahadasha, whenever the Rahu sub period comes, Rahu Antardasha comes, that Dasha activate. And I've seen in the Ketu Dasha exact half the Rahu start.
Oh,
Three, 3 years
yes.
and 9 months, that sub period
Mhm.
of Rahu will start. In every Mahadasha, when the Rahu sub period comes, that Dasha activate.
Okay.
So that is a very very important that when you fall with the Rahu Antardasha, your Mahadasha now connected to the nature, and that is why people immediately the Rahu Dasha start, they get fear because
Mhm.
it will be immediately connect to the internet, immediately connected to the nature, so that everything will be downloaded. Whatever the good deeds and bad deeds you have done, it's
Ji.
everything will be downloaded so that you have to face, you have to see that picture. The same way that in Venus Dasa also when the Rahu sub period comes, it's half the way comes. Normally
Mhm.
by 8 years the
Ji. Ji.
Rahu sub period comes, 8 to 11 years that will be phase. That is a middle phase of the Rahu Venus Dasa, and that is a beautiful time to turn the Venus Dasa.
Okay.
Normally what happened
So,
that the
sir,
Venus
what's
Dasa
the
in the
difference between pre-Rahu and post-Rahu Venus?
see, pre Rahu means you are only that the same thing I was just repeating that until and unless a Rahu sub period is not coming, you are enjoying that planet result, Venus result, Saturn result, Mercury result. As the Rahu Dasha comes, it will connect you to the nature and it will connect you to your past deeds, whatever you
Okay.
have done in the past deed. So there post Rahu, onwards, whatever the thing is left is the Jupiter, Saturn,
Mhm.
Mercury. These are the sub
Ji.
period is left thereafter. So
Ji.
during
Ji.
that period, you will be connected with your past deed. So you will be only handling that deeds. Now you don't have a say. Many times people say that we only enjoy the Rahu Dasa 5 6 year, this Dasa 5 6 year, and thereafter no result. Why no result? Because there is nothing balance. That Jupiter, that Venus, that Sun result you have already enjoyed pre Rahu some period. And post Rahu period, now it will only give you the result according to whatever has balance with that planet, with the Jupiter, with the Saturn, with the Mercury, whatever thing is balanced, now only that deeds you are going to complete. Now this planet, like a Venus, whose Mahadasha is there, have no say. So that secret I have seen sometimes that people are shouting, we are running the Jupiter Dasha, it was so good, but at the end, many texts says that
Yeah, Jupiter
Jupiter Dasha
Rahu
end is bad.
of that collapse. Yes, I've seen that
Yeah,
so
why
many.
it says bad? It is bad because in the end Rahu will come and that will settle everything. Whatever the good way you have run during the Jupiter period, at the end it will cause you some or the other problem if Rahu has something to pay you. And especially Rahu, except the 3, 6, 10, 11 house, will going to cause you something. So you have to be ready that whatever the planning, when some people plan, I also say in the Mars Dasa, when they are about to buy the property, I say just wait, let Rahu to end. When Rahu to end, then only you will find the right place, right land,
Yes.
right property. because till that time you are in the Mars influence, you will buy the property, and this all the problem will start then. Once
With
the Rahu
Rahu,
start
yes,
and
yes,
post
yes.
Rahu, you will not able to pay the installment, you will not able to
EMI,
get the
some
possession, you will not
legal
able to.
nonsense will come.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
these things people don't understand then until and
So,
unless the Rahu sub period comes in any dasha. In any
hmm,
dasha I have seen, till that time you are enjoying that planet, and
okay.
after that Rahu, from Rahu and after the whatever the sub period is
Balancing.
left in the
Yeah,
Rahu,
yeah.
then you are purely seeing the connection between Mahadasha to Antardasha. Then you have to pay back the retrospective effect. See,
Hmm,
in my Mahadasha, there's exception in Dasha also. I said that if you
hmm,
are in the fifth or sixth Dasha, even a
hmm.
fourth Dasha, fifth or sixth Dasha, what happened? You already passed the fourth Dasha,
Yes,
earlier fourth
yes,
Dasha.
yes,
In that fourth Dasha, this planet has already placed. So it
yes.
is just reciprocal promise. What
Hmm.
Mahadasha, Antardasha, now it is Antardasha to Mahadasha. Just
Yeah.
reverse.
So more or
So
less the
just
same
connect
kind
to
of
that.
impact.
Yeah, just connect to that period. You will come
Yes,
to know what will be going to happen that time. You will again
hmm,
connect with the same result during this period. Coming back to the Venus,
yes,
now on the basis of the body, it is giving you a vitality, immunity, and all your glands wise, it will always being active, especially the pancreas. Your pancreas work very smooth during the Venus period or Venus
hmm,
transit. This is a good time to recover you if you have a diabetes or sugar problem. So that is one thing. On the material part, it will give you more of a comfort level. You have all the things, but maybe you are not enjoying, then you will start enjoying. Like people having the normal Android phone, if Venus Dasa come, they come to the Apple. So
iPhone, yes.
this only things change. The application change, the mode of operating is changed. Nothing else change. Or in car, they have a car, then they buy the luxury car. Or with the
Hmm.
more facility, they buy the flat. So
And
this is the
suddenly,
in
sir,
the
one
material.
thing I have noticed, people start to visit salons and spa very frequently. That's the first thing that Venus brings.
Yeah, first of all, they have to enjoy in their
Yeah.
bodily level, no? Then only they will involve in the other things. See, when
Because
you
I
start
remember Ketu
gym,
mein, I would have this big a dadi and all that disheveled hair. I would look like a Babaji, and I would just drive down to the middle of nowhere, sit at a dhaba. You do all that
yeah,
in Ketu. I've enjoyed my Ketu thoroughly.
yeah,
Now, suddenly with Venus, I have become very regular at my salons, my clubs,
yeah.
fancy
Because see,
places.
Venus have an inbuilt ashmi, inbuilt attraction. So that
Okay.
makes change in your aura, that makes
Yes.
a change in your lifestyle. And that is why Venus is somewhat a reason for you to live the life.
Yes.
Because there are so many good things created by the nature. And that
Absolutely.
is why Rahu and Venus goes hand in hand. In Rahu Dasha, only I have seen the Venus as an exception, no other planet as an exception. Only Venus can enter and exit its own time, whereas other planets have a discipline, they cannot exit without a reason. In Rahu Dasha, I give the remedy of wearing diamond or anything to please the Venus, because Rahu only listen the Venus, because it is Guru, and he has not listened at the
Mm.
time of inception of Rahu. That is why he has suffered. So he always follow the Shukracharya. Means he always follow
Yes.
his Guru, Daitya Guru, during the entire time. So that is why Rahu Venus, Venus Rahu is a very
Good period.
operative time where the people change its taste, change its lifestyle. So that's better it is. Overall, we can't interpret the dasha just by the name of a planet, because everybody is having a different position. But in the chart, I say when it is a own sign exalted in the friendly sign, it is moderate good. If it is in the combust or the debilitated, that is a worst position of a Venus. There you have a resources, but you don't use the resources, and you don't like to use the resources. You like the cinema, but you don't go to see the cinema. Many times that debilitated Venus or the combust Venus also spoil others' life, because
Mhm.
his other like the movie, they said this is a story of this, you don't go, I'll tell you the story. So such kind of they remove the interest of the other people also. This two condition is not favorable for Venus. Venus is I seen comfortable in 6 and 8 house also, only not comfortable in 12th house.
Well,
But in
yes.
6th house also it is comfortable for the immunity and vitality base, and in the eighth house also it is comfortable. Only not comfortable is it because it is a Guru Sukracharya or it is Sanjeevani, because Sukracharya possesses the Sanjeevani. So in sixth house it is comfortable and eighth house comfortable. Only that Sanjeevani doesn't work in the 12th house because it diluted to the nature. There the superpower works where the Venus doesn't work. So in entire rest of the part the Venus gives a very good result. Especially fourth house and seventh house is cursed for the Venus. So it's not good for the Venus,
Even fourth,
whether it is male or
seventh, so I
female.
know fourth because sir.
In fourth, again, it's a Karako Bhavanache. It's all pleasure. See, there are division of a fourth house with the emotional pleasure as a mother and sleep and this. Material pleasure like having the house, property. This
House,
is
car,
material
and all.
pleasure.
Yes.
Whereas Venus is pure pleasure. Whatever you get from anything as a pleasure, that is a fourth house. So, being Venus in the fourth house, so you possess the things because the Karak Bhavanacha means you have this thing, but you will not able to enjoy this thing. So,
Yes.
no pleasure out of it. The same thing I said that he has a good bed, he has a good sleeping environment, but he will not get a
And not
sleep.
sleep.
So, that is the problem with the Venus in fourth house. So, only fourth, seventh, and 12th house, the Venus doesn't give the good result. Rest all the houses, it will give the good result. So this all the just the common things about the Venus Mahadasha
Okay.
that people can
Yes. Yes.
accept.
Yes.
Only the sequence one has to remember only in which dasha they are born and on which ascendant they are born. These three dimension will decide the 90% of the Venus Mahadasha.
Okay.
And you have to see from Venus, whoever planet has placed 6, 8, and 12, that sub period will not go good.
Okay.
Otherwise, in Mercury, Saturn, and Rahu, they
Bravo.
try to support the Venus. It is always good to get this period and to enjoy the pleasure. Now you
जी
can ask if anything is left out.
जी सर मैंने बहुत सारा नोट्स बनाया था आपने लगभग सारा कवर कर लिया आई वाज जस्ट चेकिंग आउट ये भी हो गया ये भी हो गया ओके what are the things one should keep in mind because I have seen sun rahu and venus they make you do some khurafat and create some bad karma. So
Yeah,
what are the do's and don'ts? Because sun will make you very egocentric, Rahu will make you, दो number के काम. Venus will make you get into indulgence, all good and bad kinds. So how should one avoid that trap? Like आपने last time कहा था, and I remember कि Venus ऑप्शन देगा आप कितना अंदर जाना वो तुम्हारे पे तो वो कंट्रोल
yeah,
कैसे लाएं बिकॉज वीनस तो
yeah,
दरवाजे खोल देगा तो वो
yeah.
सेल्फ कंट्रोल कैसे लाना चाहिए वीनस में
See, for Venus, it is very easy to get control. See, sometime in the Jupiter, people don't get a control because they go with the flow of the family and
Oh,
everything, and then they end up with the negativity. Where Venus is always is your own daily lifestyle. So by controlling your lifestyle, you can control the effect of the Venus. Here, do's and don't is such that even though the things is available, how much you have a control, that is a Venus. Because once you enter, you will not have a exit point. That is why in the Venus, only the control is that self control. Even things are available, whether you are able to control or not, that is only the Venus positiveness. So it is a self control which is very required, and that is why Venus Saturn goes hand in hand because Saturn creates the barriers so that the Venus doesn't exceed the life.
सर एक बहुत टिपिकल क्वेश्चन आता है मेरे पास में बहुत बार
Yeah,
एंड यू वुड
yeah,
प्लीज कंफर्म इफ आई एम राइट clients going through ketu day one से तोड़ो फोड़ो खत्म करो केतु इज अ वेरी हैमर planet वो डे वन से एक्ट
yeah.
होता
You
वीनस
have to end
टेक
up the things.
इट्स ओन स्वीट टाइम आराम आराम से मतलब पीपल कॉल मी के साथ वीनस दशा लग गया 6 महीना हो गया बस मैं दाढ़ी अच्छी बना रहा हूँ और कुछ चीज नहीं यार के
See,
साथ मैं सजने सवरने लगा
that is a trailer period of a Venus because
राइट
it's a trailer period is 3 years 4 months.
ओके
And see, this 3 years and 4 months is the exact half of your Ketu Dasha.
यस
So whatever you suffer or not enjoy during the Ketu Dasa, that half period will be absorbed by the Venus. So that in the Venus period, Venus period in the initial time, it start repairing all the past things, whatever you have not been enjoyed. And in my Dasha, Chidra Dasha or Sandhi Dasha, when two Dasha is there, Ketu last 6 months the Venus start repairing the things. So during the 3 years and 4 month period of Venus, it will start repairing the half of the Ketu Dasha's things what you enjoy, and that half is the Ketu Rahu onward period. That is exact half period. So that 3 years 4 month what it takes in the Venus, is just fulfilling the Ketu's dryness, and Ketu has created so much dryness that Venus to put the colors, put the juice into the life, it takes a time, maybe 1 year,
Right.
maybe 2 year.
Sir,
In
एक
that you
question.
can
एक
refer
question.
Venus, Rahu. Just refer the
Yes. I
Venus,
was
Rahu.
about to ask that question, sir. वो छोटे बच्चे जैसे हाथ उठा के बैठा था मैं.
That
आपको
is a
देखते
break
ना मेरे
even
अंदर का
point.
स्टूडेंट बाहर आ जाता. तो वही मैं पूछ रहा था
Yes,
कि is it Venus Rahu which will start the action?
it will start because Rahu
Yeah.
is everywhere is an activator. So Venus, Rahu, that almost come after 1.5 year,
Yeah,
almost.
yeah,
So by that time it will
yeah.
start. But
Yeah.
1 year, it is not a dryness. That dryness you are feeling from the last Ketu Dasa. It
Yes.
is feeling the juice, it is feeling the
Yeah.
colors,
It is
but
more
it
of a
takes
lull
time to.
period कि कुछ खराब भी नहीं हो रहा कुछ अच्छा भी नहीं हो रहा. बस
See,
लोग
that's
जाए नहाते
once
धोते.
you are in the dark and suddenly you are come into the brightness, you
Right.
still feel that there is it is better that I am in the dark.
Sir, I'm
Because
so
you can't
happy
face
we
that
had
light.
this session. God bless you. I'm so happy because ये एक सवाल था which had me confused.
Yes, yes.
Because
See,
केतु
when
तो मैं नींद
Venus
में
to
बता
Sun you
सकता
will
हूँ.
go,
जी.
so after the Venus, when you go to the Sun, that time also it takes a 6 month
जी.
Sun period
जी.
to
जी.
repair your fasting. So every
जी.
time that first dasha is always its own dasha to just clean and to clear concept of the previous dasha. Then only
Yeah.
you will come out from that effect of the dasha. So it takes
Right.
a time. But see, you are not able to realize the result. It doesn't mean the results are not there. It
Right.
is because of the dryness of the earlier period, you are still not able to recollect that energy. That is only the problem, but things are there.
Great. Great. Great.
Yes, sir.
एंड सर फाइनली रेमेडीज और मेरा एक सवाल है
Yeah.
आई हैव सीन पीपल विद अ योग कारक वीनस मतलब एक दो सैंपल
Yeah.
है मेरे पास में ज्यादा नहीं आई वांट टू नो इफ दैट्स एन एक्सेप्शन और अ रूल कि मकर लग्न 6th हाउस वीनस इज गिविंग देम ट्रबल इज दैट अ
Yeah.
रूल और इज इट सिंपली दैट दे नीड टू वेट फॉर अ टाइम और उसके बाद में ठीक हो जाएगा
See, in the Saturn and Saturn ascendant like a Capricorn or the Aquarius, Venus have a second option apart from the Saturn. But these two are the totally, you can say, they are living in the Bermuda Triangle.
या
This Capricorn and Aquarius are the people who are in the remote place where the human existence is not possible. So when the Venus come in that time, it's everything new for them because they are passed from the all kind of a suffering. So this is a kind of a enjoyment they don't realize. But still, at last, in the Aquarius, they just got immediately, but in Capricorn people, it takes a time to come into the picture of the luxury and comfort. So in these two ascendants, they are born with the fighting nature, so they don't like a comfort. In that line, even though it is ready to give, the certain people doesn't accept. Even though immediately if you give something, they will say no, let me work for it. Whole day they will work and then only they will enjoy. So that
आई एम मकर लग्न
capacity of
सर
control they have.
कंफर्म
That capacity
worked
they
really
have.
hard
So
throughout my
it
life.
takes a
Yes,
time.
yes. Mm,
It's a basic nature of a person, you can say.
yes, yes, yes. And now, finally, sir, what are some remedies that people can do in their Shukra Dasha so that their Shukra Dasha is good?
See, Venus is, as we know, it's a Daitya, but fast relief of Venus or fast activation of a Venus is a Devi. And today's
Yes.
time, the Lord Ganesha and Devi, they are the only active god during this Kali Yuga.
Ji.
So half of a thing will be clear by the male part will be covered by the Lord
Ganesha.
Ganesha, and all the female oriented planet or Venus will be activated with the Devi Upasana. See, in
Sir,
the
when we
Das
say Devi,
Mahavidya
do we
also,
mean Ma Lakshmi or Ma Kali or some Mahavidya?
yeah, So that is same I was saying that in Dasa Mahavidya every Devi is with some planet. Like we
Okay.
know that for Mangal it is a Baglamukhi, for Tara it is a. So every Devi there is a this. So for Venus it is all Devi whatever they, and best Devi during the Venus period is your Kula Devi, to whom you praise from the years of this. But any form of goddess is good during the Venus Dasa. Whatever the Devi, it's suitable, it's feasible, you feel that it is a Shakti that you can do the Upasana. And today's in this Kali Yuga, only Devi has all the things which it will be
Absolutely.
provided. And that is
Absolutely.
why you will see Devi Bhakta are much more than the God. So goddess, any goddess you can pray, it's always being better during Venus period rather than doing to any materialistic like wearing a diamond. It's very common, but praying the goddess or doing the bija mantra of goddess, because in the Venus period initially if you do the bija mantra, then entire Venus dasa you will have a fruit, because bija mantra is
Right.
such a powerful that
Okay.
you will be always being benefited for the long period. So that will be the best remedy.
Any
Go back to
mantra you
your
want to
Kuladevi.
tell for the benefit of
See,
our
there are
viewers?
for different followers of different religions. That is why, in common, I said that whoever Devi, Kula Devi, it is suitable to you, you should pray. Because if I say Mata Rani, then East people will say, no, why not a Parvati, why not this? So it is based on your imaginary thing that what smoothen, what is more
Right.
powerful that you feel, or your generation has prayed. That works very good rather than any other Devi. So
True.
to whom you have belief, you just say, and if you have your mother, just pray your mother. That is
Mhm.
also a Venus. Give respect to your wife. It's again a Venus,
Yeah.
right? So
सर
this
मदन
is all
मून नहीं हो
the.
जाएगा?
See, mother
Mother is
is
moon.
moon, but Bing is a female energy because
Okay.
it also have a
Feminine. Yes.
creators.
Yes. Yes.
All the Devi has
Being.
a creators. So
Being.
that is why in the way of a creator, I'm not saying telling about the sister, but for a
Yes.
wife, because it's creating your
Yeah. Yeah.
generation
Wife so is
and your mother
100%
as he created you, you can pray they also. Or if you don't make them suffering, that is also sufficient in today's life. So that is the
yeah.
Devi Upasana is the best remedy during this period. A
Absolutely.
Venus Dasha.
Absolutely. Hmm. तो सर मेरे पास में तो क्वेश्चन ही खत्म हो गए, आपने इतना कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव पूछा एंड वी आर लेफ्ट विद सम टाइम. So any last comments you want to tell people who are waiting, especially for those who are
See, I can say
expecting some
during
results?
Venus Dasa, don't listen to other general people that you will be having luxury, comfort,
Mm-hmm.
you will enjoy everything. No, it is
Mm-hmm.
not everything for the enjoyment as a Venus.
Right.
It sometimes cure your disease insidely. It is not an enjoyment. Sometimes people say, no, my lifestyle has not changed, but your
Mm-hmm.
inner system has changed. Your
Right.
inner system, your glands has more powerful. What you
Mm-hmm.
need, you got the energy, strength to
Mm-hmm.
fight the disease. That is also a
Mm-hmm.
vitality heals inside. So
Mm-hmm.
don't because people in the material world only think that I'll get a big car, I'll get a
Mm-hmm. Yes.
good
Yes.
bungalows, lifestyle.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not all
I was
about the Venus,
about to come to that.
because
Yes.
in the Shastra, during the time of a materialistic thing, they have added everything that you will get a comfort, this. But that is in general. That is why I say it is very difficult to generalize the dasha. But based on your condition, you have to keep in the mind it may gives you a comfort. That is also sufficient. That instead of traveling in the public transport, you will get your vehicle. It is not a comfort, but
Yes.
still you are shouting that I'm not getting better vehicle.
Right.
You are not in the line, you are not in the queue, you are not suffering in the commuters, you are enjoying. That is also part of our enjoyment. So
Yes.
in everything you have, it will start comfort. It will not change the format, it will change the comfort level. That
Right.
people don't understand during the Venus Dasa, and high expectation is there. But even though it is a high expectation or not, till the Rahu Dasa, you will get the real picture what your Venus is possessing, and then you will enjoy the rest of the Dasha.
All right. All right. So
Right, sir?
great session, sir. Thank you so much for coming. So
Sure, sir.
it's always such a pleasure, and thank you for sharing all this. I learned so much today. I'm so amazed. I'll have to go back and redo my notes.
I hope that you
Thank you
also
so
get
much.
the right view about
Yeah,
and their expectation has been reached.
yeah. I'm sure I'll share this video individually with a lot of people who have
Sure, sir.
entered Venus. All right, sir.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
okay, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste.